The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic is very bad. I hope we are always in God's protection. Hello, hello, hi. My name is Agustina Bidarti from Sriwijaya University. I am author of this paper, and the paper title is Survive of the Indonesian Farmers During the COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, the distressing condition of farmers in Indonesia, especially in South Sumatra, is very sad. Depressing condition in the last 3 months from February to April 2020 spread almost all rural food production district center in South Sumatra. This research is very important because the impact is expected to continue within a long period. Economically, they have an impact on income levels. These circumstances make them look for a way to survive in very difficult circumstances. This research was conducted with the aim of analyzing several factors that affect farmers making loan and debt. To fulfill the research objective, there are some things focused on economic and demographic factor, levels and patterns of income and consumption, the magnitude of the factors and social condition and position of farmers in society. Indonesian farmers are used a sample obtained from agricultural communities in province of South Sumatra. It is Ogan Komering Ulu Timur, Musirawas, and Panukal Abab Bintang Ilir districts. This study used a randomized multi-stage sampling technique in selecting each household community in three selected regions. So, total number of samples are 300 farmers. The average value of productivity is taken aggregation of 10 main crops in South Sumatra. Data on this study was obtained from the main source from used structured questionnaires. This research used three combinations of econometric technique to assess impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Data on social economy based on sample taken from 300 houses of farmers in South Sumatra. There are a total of 1,204 people, with male gender with 62.13% or 748 people, and female gender with 37.87% or 466 people. Size of farmers' families sampling is 3.12. The largest are of coffee plantation with average of 1.19 hectare, the oil palm with average of 1.89 hectare, rubber has an area of 1.78 hectare, and the rice farming average at 1.58 hectare. Based on average data of the farmers' household during the COVID-19 pandemic, it earned an income of 107.43 US dollar per month, comprising 87.67% of the agricultural sector and the remaining 12.43% of the non-agricultural sources as shown in Table 1. Farmers' income from non-agricultural sources is calculated from some farmer-side business such as grocery stores, poultry, animal cattle, and other side activity quarterly during the COVID-19 pandemic, average of only 2.76% or 2.89 US dollar, with which the cash can be saved every month with is a deposit, both from retirement money and from salary resulting from the work of his children and other only amounted to 9.28% or 10.12 US dollar. Farmers' income in South Sumatra during the COVID-19 pandemic, furthermore, in the previous years in 2019. Per capita income of the communities in South Sumatra is so far an unbalanced. The average income of farmers' households per month during early quarter of 2019 was 248.22 US dollar. Overall consumption expenditure of a household farmer in South Sumatra during the COVID-19 pandemic has
spent most of their income on the consumption of goods that were not durable at 65.22%. Subsequent consumption was followed by consumption expenditure for service amounting to 40.66%, for social religious ceremonies of 10.68%, and for goods that were durable by 9.64%. In item of expenditure of consumption of goods that are not durable, namely food grains such as rice, corn, and beans accounted for the largest proportion of total consumption expenditure with 22.58%, wages for farmers by 40.72%, side dishes such as fish, chicken, and vegetables by 20.36%, followed by the consumption of water drink of 8.44% and milk and other dairy products of 7.12%. Compared with consumption expenditure per month and per capita of the average farmer's household in South Sumatra in the previous month, the year 2019 of average agricultural work is 168.69 US dollar, highest. However, compared to the level of expenditure in Table 2 and the income level in Table 1, there is still less balance, which is an average of 26.59 US dollar. The imbalance underlying that the loan was carried out both before the pandemic and during the COVID-19 pandemic. This was mainly due to the farmers' household income, which was not enough to meet the daily expenditure, forcing them to own the various financial and non-financial institutions. Based on data analysis, there is a reality that more than three quarters or as much as 6.55% farmers' households are indebted. The average number of debt per household sample is 46.70 US dollar, while the average amount of debt per household owed is 49.4 US dollar. The state of further household debt in South Sumatra during the COVID-19 is presented in Table 3. According to Table 3 above, further analysis reveals that institutionals play a larger role in lending to farmer households in South Sumatra when the COVID-19 take place. According to Table 4, farmers in South Sumatra during the COVID-19 pandemic were borrowing 50.81% of non-institutional agents and the remaining only 49.18% of institutional agents. Among the institutional, the farmers, institutionals, and other rural community credit by 18.33%. During the COVID-19 pandemic, farmers' households in South Sumatra were easier to obtain loans from non-institutionals than the official financial institutions. Most of the debt of official financial institutions was carried out in the period before the COVID-19 pandemic. The correlation shows that credit ratios from non-institutional sources with those from institutional sources, income from household member income and family head education levels are the main determination of the debt or borrowing of the money. Based on multiple linear analysis, the regression coefficient for the ratio of credit and the family head education level was not statistically significant on farmers' debt borrowing in South Sumatra during the COVID-19 pandemic. Factors of influence with a negative sign of regression coefficient are precisely in the revenue factor of subsidiary occupation and number of farmers' family size of sample. This means that on the income factor of the income of family members and the number of family size, the sample farmer shows a negative correlation with the debt, which means that with the increase of other variables, the debt is reduced and the positive sign of the rest of the variable implies a positive correlation with debt. This means that with rising farmers' debts during the COVID-19 pandemic, the variables of the income and the number of farmer families of the sample increased. Overall, the explanatory variables can be said to be able to explain that there. Thank you. May the COVID-19 pandemic passion amazing Indonesian farmers.